Hello, this is Jay, and this is Nick, and we're really excited to be here. This is actually our first podcast. Just a couple of nobodies talking sports. Just a quick little disclaimer, though. We are adults here. This is not a show for children, right? We are going to use bad language. We're going to make inappropriate references from time to time. We don't really care if you're offended by it or not. We're doing this for fun, something we've talked about for a couple years. We're not going to apologize, and hope you enjoy the show, though. And if you enjoy just a couple guys bullshitting about sports, this is the show for you. And we really hope you enjoy it. We're just starting out, but as the show grows, we definitely have bigger plans with it. Hopefully, if it grows in popularity, that's the plan. But we're gonna fuck around and find out and see what happens.
That's right. So like, subscribe, follow Nobody Sports. Like you said, I'm Nick. Welcome to our show. We're happy to have you. We're happy to be here. Lots of shit talking. If you are offended, it is what it is. Let us know about it.
Right,
yeah. So we're going to talk mostly sports, football in particular. We'll dive into some other sports too, but a lot of the NFL. And with that being said, we've got the autumn wind, and here it is.
It's here. We're here.
I love it. I actually watched that video the other day. The autumn wind is a raider.
Is a raider?
Yeah, you ever see that old 60s like NFL classic film? It's great. Every true NFL fan knows this.
I guess I'm not a true NFL fan. I don't know.
Yeah,
I remember seeing those, though. They did have some great intros.
Oh,
it's been a while since I've seen the Sable.
The music, the vibe, it's
That's
great.
Sable, right?
I think so.
Yeah, that guy's
or
really
his dad.
good.
I think his dad.
Yeah, he's got the voice.
Yeah. So, anyway, what we're gonna do? We're gonna start the NFL. We're gonna break the divisions down. Go how we see each division shaking out. And our first one that we decided to go with was the AFC North. Steelers, Ravens, Browns, Bengals. Where do we see that going? Who's in the basement? Who's on top?
The Browns were in the XFL.
They were. No. So basement. Let's start there, and then go back to the top, and then end in the middle.
I like ending in the middle.
You like ending in the middle? Yeah.
Unless you got to pull out.
Oh God. So basement. I see the Browns being there. How do you see it?
Well, so it's weird because between the Bengals, so this is an easy division as far as the division winner, I think, which we'll get to that. But it's really a fight for the basement with this one because it's kind of tough because the Steelers, Bengals, and Browns all have some pretty major flaws that I don't like.
Right.
So even though I think as of right now, because your season hasn't even started, the logical choice is the Browns in the basement.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. I mean, I'm going to be completely honest. We were doing a practice run of this earlier, and I forgot about the fucking Browns.
Right.
I mean, the last time they went to the Super Bowl is when I woke up this morning, right? So, and I hate to say that for the Browns fans. I actually do root. I do hope someday the Browns and the Lions are two teams that I would love to see.
You want that on your bucket list? The Browns in the Super Bowl.
No, to win a Super Bowl. And it's just because, for a long time as a Chiefs fan when I was growing up, the Chiefs were the middle of the road team. We never got the high draft pick. And then Mahomes showed up, which ironically I was pissed off that we drafted him at the time. But I'm not now.
No.
But yeah. So, I mean, it's an awesome feeling. And I genuinely, even though I talk shit, and that's kind of the fun of it, you get to talk shit about your team being better and, you have that. But
right.
I think every fan should experience that. And it just sucks that, the Browns and the Lions just never really get to experience that.
What's funny too is, and as we talk about it more too, I started it off saying just right out the gate, Browns in the basement. But man, I'm telling you, the more and more I learn about the Bengals, the more and more I feel that they could be that winning team at the bottom. Mainly because if your game plan with a bad offensive line is, hey, we're just going to internally get better. Like I said, hope is not a financial strategy, boys and girls.
Come on down with that O-line to Burrowhead and say hi to Chris Jones, folks.
I mean, in Burrow's 5 years in the NFL, the Bengals have finished in the bottom five for offensive line, 4 of those 5. And you just can't have that, especially when you got Joe Burrow.
I'm gonna give you a take, which I need to reference the original, but I was watching someone else do this take, and I really liked it. And I want to give them, so I'm not gonna take the credit. I just can't remember the name to give them the credit. But and I found it interesting. I think you'll like this. Is Joe Burrow just Matthew Stafford with the Lions?
With the Lions. Yeah, I thought I saw that too. He could be. I mean, he's going to get
great quarterback.
He's going to get hit a lot. You're going to get sacks. Joe Burrow is going to get sacked this year. You know, you can.
He does every year.
You can count on it. You know, like death and taxes almost. So,
here's
I don't
the
like
other problem too. Is that so? Even with their bottom 5 defenses, right? Like, for example, they had the playoff run, and then even against the Chiefs, too, the one defensive coordinator who really gives Mahomes fit. Like, you can see actually, like, genuinely, it wasn't Mahomes making a bad play or an off the finger or something. No, like, genuinely misread and confused them.
Like, they were up like 21, wasn't it like 21-3 at half when Bengals beat them? It was something like that.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
But Lou Anarumo, though, really has Mahomes and the Chiefs kind of figured out. And the thing is situationally, he's very good. So he didn't have a lot of talent, but he could in situations out coach and put the players in a better position situationally to get him off the field on a third down. Yeah. So Burrow could go do his thing. And so you fired him, and then you brought in, I don't even know who the guy is, but you downgraded. So your defense sucks, and I feel extremely confident. And nothing against the new guy. He may be a good defensive coordinator, too. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Maybe this guy's the next fucking Bill Belichick, right? Or fucking Spags, right? You know, just a fucking genius. But I doubt it. I have a feeling that they downgraded. So you downgraded your defensive coordinator because you needed a scapegoat, who was your most talented coordinator.
And you know what the thing is that some people are saying, could the Bengals be that team that's different, you know, from last year's playoff team pool? I doubt it. Mm-hmm. I think what we're doing is we're talking our way into a Zach Taylor no longer being with the Bengals next year.
Oh, so here's the thing, though.
You know,
it depends on what GM Burrow decides.
Right.
Yeah. Because apparently Burrow gets to decide who gets paid, who does it. Like you saw, he came out and everything that he said that he wanted, the team bent the knee to, which is stupid.
Yeah,
it's stupid.
Well, and they went and drafted a defensive guy, and he held out for a little bit, but now he's in. Now he's ready to go.
Well, they try to do some fishy stuff with the language that would have set a new precedent.
Yeah, I read that. And that's not.
It's because the Bengals have a cheap owner.
I mean, right? You just don't want to start that way, right? I mean, come on, you're trying to get better. And again, I just can't get off the fact that your game plan with the offensive line is, well, we're just going to get better. I mean, that's what they're saying, and I just don't see it. Steelers, we could see them being in the basement. I don't think so.
You know, again, and keep in mind it's gambling, dumbass. So, I mean, don't pull out your life savings. But I do think this would be the year because, and this isn't even a shot. I know this is going to sound maybe
it is disrespectful.
No, it's not. It's not. Because here's the thing is that, so you're telling me Tomlin's going to go his whole career without a losing record?
I'd like to see it. You know,
I'd like to see a Ferrari in my driveway too.
When they decided that Undertaker had to lose at WrestleMania. Why? That didn't need to happen.
He didn't, did he?
He did.
Oh, yes. Eventually?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. That sucks. They took it from him, huh?
Yeah.
That's good.
Like, why? I mean, just like with Tomlin.
Good?
He doesn't have to have a losing season. He's that good.
He
is that good.
So, yes.
I mean,
this is the year, though. Aaron Rodgers showed up.
And to ruin.
The franchise goes to die.
Yeah. That's A-Rod.
Here's one thing I do like, though, where I could see is they're not allowing Aaron Rodgers to be the GM.
Right. I mean, well, it's a 1-year deal.
It is.
It's a 1-year deal. Most likely, this could be Aaron Rodgers' last season. You know,
unless they do really well.
You don't want to. I mean, do you want to end your career like, hey, he had a great year and great time in Green Bay? I don't know what New York was about, and then, well, he played good with the Steelers.
Here's my problem, though, is that for Aaron Rodgers to win, Aaron Rodgers needs a strong running game and an offensive line.
Do the Steelers have that?
They got rid of Najee Harris. I don't even know who their running backs are now.
Yeah, I mean, we know they got a defense. That's what we do know. Steelers got a defense.
Here's the big thing, though. Their defense hinges a lot on T.J. Watt's health.
Well, it also hinges on not turning the ball over, right?
I don't think Aaron Rodgers turns the ball over a bunch.
Well,
but here's the thing here's how he does turn over the ball.
He used to be known for that. And New York, that was not the case.
Well,
you know? So
the thing I see is where he turns the ball over is that he doesn't stand in the pocket anymore. He doesn't scramble.
Yeah.
He doesn't take hits.
He's gonna
throw it away.
Right.
He's not afraid to take a 3 and out and walk off the sideline so that way he can stay healthy for his next ayahuasca retreat.
Yeah. Yeah.
We should do a show on ayahuasca.
Well, the Zen. We got to get with the Zen.
Yeah, then we can see why. No, I actually kind of hate some of the flack he gets. I do think Aaron Rodgers, he's just at the end of his career. He's getting older.
Right.
He doesn't have that same flash.
Well,
it just
at the end of the day,
you don't see those wow moments from him anymore.
At the end of the day, you can't find quarterbacks, off the street. I know the Rams did on a Monday night with Baker Mayfield, but Baker Mayfield's a quarterback.
God, I bet the Browns regret that.
Yeah. And then Baker turned that into a gig in Tampa. So if you don't have a quarterback and you got a guy who's serviceable, you bring him in for a year, and then and the Steelers obviously have a game plan in the offseason to address the quarterback position, right? So they're just going to go with what they have, and you know what? That does open yourself up to a losing season, doesn't it? When that's your game plan. So, and what this all points to,
I don't like the no O-line.
Yeah, and the running game.
And there's already reports coming out of preseason that why Aaron Rodgers is hooking up a lot with DJ Metcalf on slant routes.
Right.
He's not hitting the deep
DK.
throws.
Yeah.
DK Metcalf. Yeah, he's not hitting the deep ball with DK.
Yeah.
He's not staying in the pocket to hit the deep ball.
Yeah, and DK's there for you. Yeah,
he is. But here's what I see happening. Like you said, you point to the turnover. I could see them doing really well with some slant routes and him keeping the offense on pace.
Yeah.
And then by about week 3, a defensive coordinator comes in, brings in the defense, undercuts the route for a pick 6.
Yeah.
There goes that.
I think our pick here is that all 3 teams can finish in the bottom.
Yes.
Yeah, and what it all points
there's
to.
There's only one playoff team.
There's only one playoff team,
and they could be the number 1 seed
because they walked into it.
But here's one thing I will say.
Do the Ravens go 6-0 in division play? Do they go 6-0? They got a good chance.
They do, although that division is famous for playing each other tough, even when the other teams suck.
Yeah, I mean that's just it. So.
So you could never. Divisional games are always tough to pick. It's literally always a coin flip. But I think that they could go 6-0. I guess here's the thing is that what's frustrating about the whole division though is even their front runner though. I guess it comes down to because there's the question asked of would you pick Lamar Jackson or Jalen Hurts if you had to pick right now? And my question to you as the GM would be, do you want MVPs or do you want Super Bowl rings?
Right. Unfortunately, the data speaks for itself.
You got to show me.
It does. And so, I mean, is this another year where the Ravens, they, of course, win the wild card round, right? And then get bounced in the division, and we move on. So
here's actually what I think could help them, though. I believe Amari Cooper hasn't signed anywhere yet. They need receiver help. Now, if they could pick up like an Amari Cooper and add to their receiving core, I think that could maybe change it. But again, if Lamar Jackson isn't Lamar Jackson in the divisional round, it all goes out the window.
It does. So I think this division's pretty easy compared to the rest of the divisions. It's a good one to start on. The basement could be all 3, but I think most likely Browns. Bengals can definitely find their way in there. Is this the year Mike Tomlin has a losing season?
I think I was talking about that earlier. I was saying with the betting thing.
You did.
This is a good year to bet for him to have his first losing season. We got a little off topic.
No, you said it.
Yeah, so I would be interested for the odds. I haven't looked it up or anything.
We'll look it up.
Yeah, but if you got $50, I think it would be a solid preseason bet to pay out at the end of the year.
Yeah, and the Ravens win the division. It's simple. It's easy. I think that's a good way to start, and I like the way our show started so far.
Yeah.
So, hope you guys enjoyed it too.
But if you didn't, go fuck yourselves.
Go fuck yourselves. Find out who that was.
Right, yeah.
Hey, I hope you guys liked it. We like doing it for you. We hope to do more of it, and we hope to see you again.
Awesome.
Later.